Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Yes.
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander.
Dane?
He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like Dane could just teleport to us and be like, "What's up? Here's what's happening," rather than just sending a letter. But maybe it was him.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Well, you are pretty distinct. There aren't really any others of you around. It's not like it's common to find a Paimon.
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Well, let me see the letter. I'm really curious who could have sent it.
Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
Let's see. It's been a while. How have you been? I've heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru, and I happen to be in Port Ormos on official business. Lately I've been stopping by the Jafar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side, this letter successfully reaches you. Come to me then, and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it as a fated encounter. Your trusty buddy, Kaeya! I know they mentioned that he was going to be in this quest, but I didn't expect so early. I can't wait to see the boy. I've kind of missed him.
Kaeya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
Yeah, that's definitely Kaeya's style.
From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Well, no harm done. It'll be nice to catch up with him. Come on, we like Kaeya around here.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go see the boy. Thank you.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Kaeya? Excuse me, how much you been drinking?
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Yeah, like me, who's gonna smack your face in if you really drank like probably 20 different types of drinks.
Kaeya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
We've missed you too.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
She does have a good point.
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her?
You? Terrified? I don't buy it.
The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes.
For your bro D-Luke, maybe? Or is there something more shady going on here?
Sumeru's spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
That doesn't sound like actual. I feel like you've made this up.
And?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Okay, now I get if you were working for D-Luke on this kind of thing, but why would the Knights be worried about a collaboration with Sumeru on making a new drink? Like, I get Mondstadt is like drink central with the wine industry, but I don't get it.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
You two.
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain.
Okay, we'll get over that for the moment. Anyway, I'm guessing you've been to Sumeru before?
Oh? What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeru all on your own, so you must be quite familiar with the place.
Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
So he snuck all the way from Mondstadt to Sumeru? Is what you're saying? That's a long trek for a kid. What?
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
You don't have to go into great detail. I just want to at least hear the gist.
Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Khaenri'ah, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
Okay, did we know this before? Khaenri'ah.
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru.
That sounds like something you'd do even as a kid, so it doesn't surprise me.
But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear.
Aw, well, were you able to find anything before they dragged you back?
It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
Speaking of Khaenri'ah, how much do you know about it?
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Khaenri'ah was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Khaenri'ah as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well.
And by the way, sorry that I didn't mention it, but Dane, what are you doing listening in?
I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life.
Do you really think that? Because some of your story stuff in your bio suggests otherwise, but maybe he's at Grove. I don't know. Either way, hopefully the boy is happy. As long as he's happy, that's good.
A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic.
It's okay. I think we might get to learn some more since someone was spying on us.
These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Khaenri'ah that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
Hello, Dane.
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
What you doing here, bud?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted. Kaeya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
What? Excuse me?
Huh?
The Abyss Order?
What?
Did you know this, Kaeya?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaeya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes.
Yep, I forgot. That makes sense. The diamond eyes. All the Khaenri'ahs have him.
You're a pure-blood Khaenri'ah, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaeya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
I don't think so, at least that he knows of.
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing?
Well, honestly, no.
Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
You know what? I trust you. I trust you, Kaeya.
Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
But I want to learn more about you. Gosh darn it, and figure out what in the world is going on with you, my dude. Like, I feel like there's some important stuff about your past that we're just glazing over at the moment. I'm just getting more questions than answers.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaeya.
Bye, Kaeya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
Well, I honestly feel like I could have gone 20 million times worse, so at least they're getting along.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Khaenri'ah, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions.
True.
But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
So you said that Alberic founded the Abyss Order? I thought my sibling was the founder.
Well, I suspect that they call your brother their prince, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if he was the founder, he'd be the king, right?
Makes sense. So what do you plan to do here in Sumeru?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yes. Wasn't that the thing where they were trying to turn an Osile, like the upside down statue, attach it to Osile and turn him into even bigger, badder god?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
You got a new lead?
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something.
Okay, hold up before you continue, Dane. Your memories are suffering from erosion. That is not a good thing. That does not sound like a good thing. That sounds like it sounds like a death flag waving right above your head. I do not want Dane to die. He's probably not anytime soon, but just death flag for the end of the story waving above his head.
Your brother. He mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
All the way back then? So that was already a thing several centuries ago?
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
Well, that's convenient.
So, you're going to the place that he mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in a Vidya forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
Would be cool, so let's see what we can find.
No. Now is not the time.
Are you concerned about the Abyss Order?
No, it's just, I'm still waiting for my drink.
Oh, whatever, fine. You're half wasting away on the inside, so sure. Whatever. Take your time and enjoy a drink, bud.
Seriously?
It's like a farm.
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Okay.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Well, knock on the door, and then if there's no response, then go in.
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane.
Oh, that's a cute door.
So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
That's such a cute little door, and not they animated about the whole thing? That's adorable. I like that.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable. Hey, look! It's a bowl!
Oh.
Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
I thought it was a plant and in a pot. Whoops.
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
What in the world is going on through your head?
Huh? This is a mirror.
Broken one.
It's broken too. Was this a makeup box?
Maybe. But it's just a regular mirror and it's broken.
That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dane talked this place up. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here.
Okay, then what?
But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it...
What?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries. I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
Okay. Be careful.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it.
Okay, makes sense.
Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
Of course you're hungry.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you.
Well, freeloading comes more naturally to you than most.
Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be?
The fact that it's already night, possibly pretty bad.
We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we?
Yep.
So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
Aww, no. You make my day every day, Paimon. I know some of the community doesn't like you, but... and sometimes you can get slightly on my nerves, but... you make my every day, Paimon.
Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing, Paimon. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your brother? The stars?
We'd gaze at the stars just like this, and we'd point at the planets we wanted to visit.
Wow.
We traveled through the universe, always by each other's side. We saw all manner of hope and despair. This is the first time we've ever been separated. If nothing else, I just want to know what happened.
Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles, and you too, Teyvat.
Just you wait, Heavenly Principles, and you too, Teyvat.
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause if you're sad, Paimon will be too.
Aw, thank you, Paimon.
Alright. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
Well, this is a first. Paimon not going to bed before me.
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Aw. Alright. Good night, then, Paimon.
Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
This is cute. I like Paimon.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen.
Paimon didn't let me take another watch? What's going on, Dane? Dane?
What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you?
Aww, that's so sad.
All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Huh? Why are you going back into the forest? Wake up, Lumine, we got investigating to do. How did I sleep till morning? Why didn't Paimon wake me up to switch shifts? Hang on a moment, where is Paimon anyway? Just as I was thinking, where is Paimon? I vaguely remember Dane coming over. Did Paimon go into the woods with him, seeing how I hadn't woken up yet? Whatever the case, looks like it's just me here for now. Guess it's time to stretch my limbs and have a look around. What was that? Wait, did that noise come from inside the house? Paimon? Is that you? Is it time for Paimon hide and seek? No reply. I should go inside and check. Why does the map look so weird? You're in special story mode. You cannot complete this action. Why is the map red after a certain point? Or is this the... Oh wait, is this the border thing?
I shouldn't stray too far. Dane and Paimon still aren't back.
That is the first time we've heard Lumine talk outside of just like actual dialogue in a Archon quest. At least I think. That's interesting. But I guess Paimon is gone and she would usually be the one to tell us to go back.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. Who are you?
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone!
Whoa, just calm down. I'm just only here to look for my traveling companion.
Your travel companion? You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night?
Wait a sec. Okay, first of all, you sound insane. Second of all, you've got the diamond eyes, so you're Khaenri'ah. Abyss order much.
Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
I thought so. Still, I don't know if I can trust this person's word just yet. So you mean to say that you were nearby last night and watching me?
What business is that of yours, All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern.
Okay, you sound crazy, dude. Stop it.
Do I make myself quite clear? Leave.
Fine. There's something strange about this person. I need to find out what he's hiding.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't think I have much luck trying to find my companion in the woods. I think I'm better off waiting here for them to come back.
If you must. Suit yourself.
Okay, what is the creepy laughing? Stop it.
I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please.
I'm no villain, nor will I pretend to be a saint.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
May I join you? I was out here all night. I'm cold.
You...
Jeez, this dude is unstable.
Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You understand me?
Relax, I've been around. It takes a lot to faze me.
Come on then.
Hilichurl. A Hilichurl? Why do you keep a Hilichurl here?
Mind your own business. And don't worry, he isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that.
I'm not worried about him being aggressive. He looks like he's dying. I'm worried about you.
So don't you lay a finger on him. Just
find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
You're from Khaenri'ah, aren't you?
Huh?
Dude, I can see the star eyes, for Pete's sake.
You know Khaenri'ah? Who are you, exactly? And how do you know I'm from Khaenri'ah?
I've met others from Khaenri'ah. Your eyes.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I follow no god. In fact, I count some as foes, but I also count some as them as my friends.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Khaenri'an.
Okay, once? What does that even mean? And I'd, okay, I'll have to remember that because that's a weird pronunciation.
I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
That sounds a little too black and white.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this?
What exactly is the curse of immortality?
The curse? It was a little gift given to the people of Khaenri'ah by those vile gods.
Okay, calm down, brother. Jeez Louise.
We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
So, I can't remember how to say his name. So, Eid is like Dane, someone who bears the curse of immortality. So, why did some people turn into hilichurls while you were afflicted by this curse instead?
Because although Khaenri'ah began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Khaenri'ah were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Khaenri'ans were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
I don't know which one is worse. They both sound bad. So who is this hilichurl to you?
He is Caribert, my illegitimate son.
Aw, that's gotta hurt to see.
How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Khaenri'ah. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Caribert faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. All due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it.
Aww.
After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him.
Okay, whoever this voice actor is who's doing this, whatever, however you pronounce his name again, I forgot. They're killing it. But anyway, what happened to his mother?
She was.
Killed.
We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it.
I'm sorry.
It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for.
Well, that kind of is how it works for everyone.
And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Caribert.
Aww. What do you plan to do now?
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Caribert, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined.
Sure. As long as you don't use me on some sort of experiment or something. Because while I empathize with you, I still think you sound insane.
Over here.
Crafting bench? What are you gonna use this for?
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind.
Recover his clarity of mind? That's possible? When we were in the chasm, Dane said that the curse could not be undone. Is recovery really possible?
I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania.
Well, if it works, we should use it on you, because you sound like you got mania, man.
I believe that it might just work.
Where did you hear of this?
I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Khaenri'ah. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work.
Okay, makes sense, but still, dude, take it down one notch. Stop with the maniacal giggling.
In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
You know, there might have been a reason it was banned other than, you know, what you say.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do, huh?
Except what's happened.
The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now?
Alright, don't get too worked up. I understand. Just, no matter what, I get it. You have to try.
Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes.
No.
Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long.
Yeah, I'd imagine living forever would definitely have that kind of effect when you're not supposed to have that. Still, you can work on that.
As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I wouldn't enjoy it either.
Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
That looks like the Rukashava mushroom, but red. Mushroom? I've never seen this kind before.
Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses.
I got plenty of Sumeru lotuses. If you're Sumeru roses. I don't know about the lotuses. If it's those ones hanging right there, I don't have many of them, but might be enough for the quest. I've picked some before, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, in that case, we have everything we need. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
Alright, nameless taboo medicine of the royal court. Here you go, Ede.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any illustrations.
Well, let's hope it's the correct thing then.
Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses.
Excuse me? What in the world are you upset and happy about at the same time? Is it time to give Caribert the medicine?
No. We need to perform one final step to complete the medicine. I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its restorative effects.
Do we need to find her or something? What are we gonna do?
Which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven.
Okay, now I understand your reluctance. That can't be easy for someone from Khaenri'ah. Since he needs the God of Wisdom's power, should I get Nahi to help? Forget it. Ede hates the gods. It could complicate things. I'll just do it his way.
Let's go. Bring the medicine with you. Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of Wisdom, look at me. I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you.
I still don't know if which side is right or if either one is right, because as the Archons have said, they've gone to Khaenri'ah whenever the cataclysm happened to protect people, but maybe they were destroying Khaenri'ah to protect their own people in a sense, as horrible as that sounds. Or maybe they were actually helping them, or if they're right about that they destroyed their home, or if neither of them is right and it's something else completely different. I don't know. This story is just so interesting. I can't wait to get more through this story.
You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of Wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul. My son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child.
Jeez, this is making me sad.
If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Khaenri'ah bow their heads, then I bow to you now. have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God. I beg of you.
Hida, could you maybe help out now? I may not know the whole truth behind the cataclysm, but the people of Khaenri'ah have truly suffered. Why could Khaenri'ah and the Seven not coexist in peace?
I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day. Let's go.
Things will get better.
Caribert?
The hill trail seems almost lifeless. Its reactions to everything are incredibly weak.
Well, we've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it. Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert.
Anything?
Caribert, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Caribert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me?
It might not have worked, bud. And I'm starting to get ready to cry over here. This is sad.
I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please.
Stop. It didn't work.
Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just deluding myself. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment.
Calm down, Eve. There might be other reasons it didn't work.
Other reasons? What do you mean?
Such as, who knows, perhaps the dosage was too low, or maybe it takes a full course of treatment?
Huh. You really think so?
You have to exhaust all options unless you are really ready to give up on Caribert.
Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time.
That's the spirit, and I'll help you if you want. I have infinite time, yet no hope. Can only be called torture.
Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated, but not impossible.
Where'd you get the mushrooms from anyway?
I grow them in that field.
Wait, in a field? Like a crop? It's not exactly how mushrooms work.
The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
Okay, fine.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Caribert. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer for the mushrooms.
Got it.
Good. Then please head over when the time comes. Ah, you're back. Caribert's condition is stable.
Good.
By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand?
Of course, your secret is safe with me.
Ah, good. I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but a moment to make.
Oh no, monsters, and so many of them, it looks like they're coming for this field. Does watering the field somehow attract monsters? Better fend them off.
What happened? Was it monsters?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. I'd have to hide and wait until they were gone. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so let's get on with it.
That's all magical.
Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.
Yes. The medicine's ready. Are you daydreaming?
Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, my thoughts began to wander.
That doesn't sound like a good thing for you, mister.
I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again.
You still have Caribert. You can't do that now.
I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again. And now, for the final step. Back to the Statue of the Seven. We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Caribert!
Are we sure that's him? And if so, he left the house?
Oh no! He must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on! We have to catch up with him! That's not Caribert.
I was wondering. No, there's no silk scarf around his arm, so no, it's not. I thought it might not have been.
Right. Caribert's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sorts. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize my own son? This decrepit body of mine.
Dude, they all look the same, literally, but anyway, the hilichurl, there's something kind of strange about it.
Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on walking in that direction. Where could it be going?
Chasm, in my mind, going to the lower levels. But why don't we have a look, just in case it's not that?
Yes. The more we know about hilichurls, the better. What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before.
Look, there's some hilichurls over there. What are they doing?
Huh. It looks like they're, worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only one way to find out.
Well, who knows? Maybe it could be fixing them somehow? Here in this creepy scene, it's eerily familiar. Oh gosh, is it the Luma Fade again? Oh boy. Okay, stop punching me, please.
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
Are we in Khaenri'ah? Oh gosh. I'm sorry for hurting you guys.
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down, or gravity itself?
That doesn't look good.
Humans, fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
An Abyss Herald? No, he doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order.
Do you insist on an audience?
Dude, I have no clue who or what you are.
Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny. Who was that? He was...
Terrifying? I've seen similar characters before.
He was a perfect being. I'm in awe.
Excuse me? I know I've pegged you as weird, wacky, and unstable, but excuse me?
He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing.
Okay, fanboy.
And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
Okay, you have unconventional tastes.
Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
That looks like a combination of things we've seen in the Chasm and in the Loom of Fate ordeal.
I think we've made it to the end.
What is that thing? Wrapped in chains, hanging in midair, and emanating a sinister aura. There's no mistaking it. It's just like the defiled statue. So, it does have something to do with the Abyss Order, and those worshipping hill trolls remind me a little too much of the Grand Thief. Oh gosh, I forgot about that. Ede, this place is bad news. We've got to go. Ede, this doesn't look good. My goodness, is he getting brainwashed?
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for power that you covet?
Whose voice is that? It must be coming from right inside my head. Can't Ede hear it?
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner.
A sinner?
You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies.
What?
Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
That voice kind of sounds like Dane, just a little higher pitched. Who in the world are you, and what do these words mean? The voice is gone. Eid? Are you okay?
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps.
Are you alright now?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar.
Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Oh, is that so? All right. As you wish.
I hope he doesn't turn into a monster or something.
Caribert! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay.
Don't we need to still go to the Statue of the Seven for the medicine?
I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
That sounds like a ridiculous idea, but if you insist, I don't think this is gonna go well.
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options.
And now I regret it.
Caribert?
Papa?
I have a feeling this is gonna go horribly wrong.
Caribert! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, Caribert, my dear son!
I can't believe it worked, but I'm worried something's gonna go wrong.
You see? It worked! Caribert can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Caribert, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes, yes. Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes, this is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Caribert? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either. Wait.
Oh no. If I remember correctly, I read somewhere in the lore that they wear the masks because they're terrified of what they look like. And coming fully into consciousness and seeing those limbs might be a little terrifying for the kiddo.
My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Calm down, kid, please. This is why I was a little worried.
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Khaenri'ah here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
Am I dead?
No. Oh gosh. This gotta be a lot for a little kid.
No, of course not. Look, Caribert, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
And I feel like the kid's gonna not listen.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Little kids get curious. Anybody would get curious.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption. But the god we saw in that cave, now that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous power, it was truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bowed down.
Either that or mind control.
Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion?
That depends on what you think. Maybe yes, so that we don't have something really bad happen. Maybe not. I don't know, honestly.
Piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes.
But that wasn't a god. It said itself that it was a sinner.
A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you utter such blasphemy? You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never.
Plenty.
He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner. Oh, preposterous.
If you listen for 2 seconds, they say it themselves.
No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith.
I have a feeling something's gonna happen, that it will.
I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Fine, go ahead. Each experience has deeply affected him. Not that he was particularly stable to begin with, but this religious fervor is something else. Guess I better catch up with him anyway. There are monsters everywhere. I can't stand by and let him fall into their hands. I don't like this. I don't like this. I wish one of us would stay here to make sure the kid keeps the mask on, but okay. My brain just clicked with something. There's a mirror in that house that we found when we first got there. Yep, he's gonna take the mask off while we're gone, and things are going to... all heck is gonna break loose. Wonderful!
No! Impossible! What happened?
It's gone, but it was right here.
The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion?
That seems unlikely. We couldn't have both seen the exact same illusion.
That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, A divine wonder.
Okay, a bit much, but whatever.
Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again.
Let's just get back, because you're going crazy.
Could he really have been a sinner and not a god?
We'll find out.
Caribert? Where has he gone?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here.
Maybe he ran off? But why?
This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
Box with the mirror in it is open. There's no time to lose.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh no. Did he?
Yep. And the mirror's on the floor.
The mirror, it's broken.
It's been broken. What does the broken mirror mean?
He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it. If he'd just done as he was told. We have to find him.
It's always been broken. Why? It was broken when we found it. Why? What is happening?
It's his scarf. He dropped it.
Or took it off. It doesn't look like dropped it.
Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Well, they look like the forest rangers we know, so we're not in the past, probably.
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen it?
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Calm down.
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
I think they're gonna die.
You Forest Ranger scum! You spawn of the Seven are all the same! I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Caribert!
You're raving mad! You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the Forest Rangers!
Curse you all, Forest Rangers!
Stop it, Eid, or the Forest Rangers and I will have to make you.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls? Makes no sense.
They wouldn't know, for Pete's sake.
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, Forest Rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out every last hilly churl you saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
There's still hope. That could have been Caribert.
Yes! Wonderful! Wonderful! Let's go! We have to find him!
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
We don't have time for that, sorry. I'm worried about what's gonna happen. Kid, don't do anything stupid.
Caribert!
We found him.
Caribert, stop! It's me! It's Papa! Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. An illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Caribert, come back. It's time to go back.
I wouldn't say saying nothing here is real is a good idea. With what I'm worried is gonna happen. Maybe this isn't Caribert, or maybe it's gone back to nothing important in its brain.
Caribert?
I think he's relapsed.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, Caribert. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Hold on, something's not right with him. What has this strange power done with him?
Papa?
Caribert,
Papa, I can't take it.
please, Caribert. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa?
Oh gosh, what's happening?
I see. I understand now.
What happened?
Finally, it all makes sense.
What? Did we pass out or something? What happened? Did I faint? I remember Caribert taking off his mask, but then...
Ah, Traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now.
What do you mean, true identity? Ede, are you okay?
I suspected it was you. Oh, from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar.
Sounds a lot more ominous.
Clotar Alberich.
Did we just meet Kaeya's dad? You can't be.
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same.
By the way, interesting detail. They put the bandana on his wrist. I wonder if Caribert's okay.
Yeah, I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes.
I don't get what's going on and what happened to Caribert.
That is no business of yours.
Okay.
A sinner. Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
You're going insane. There's that term again, the loom of fate. You're right about this being from the abyss, but the abyss is sinister and dangerous.
Huh? Sinister? Dangerous? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the abyss. How ridiculous! We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Khaenri'ah.
So, what in the world is happening? Because, like, are we also Khaenri'ah royalty and we don't even know it somehow?
To us, you were the abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead?
I don't know.
Oh, Prince of Khaenri'ah.
What? I'm sorry, what? You blind?
What did he just call me?
What in the world?
Traveler!
Dane?
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake!
Okay, I'm just gonna ask a real quick question. Wait, did we just live through our old memories? Because Dane didn't mention Paimon back whenever. That's why Paimon wouldn't have been there, because Paimon wasn't part of the bros' adventure. So did we just live through the bros' life, like a portion of it, and see what happened? And because Dane went through this same place before.
Paimon was worried sick! Traveler?
I'm guessing I was right about the past thing, because the mirror was broken already when we got here, but it had been newly broken when we saw it.
What happened while you were unconscious?
A lot.
I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since.
Ley lines can keep memories. So we were unconscious that whole time and living through a memory of the ley lines. Interesting.
Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
The founder of the Abyss Order, Alberic, what happened to him?
You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again.
Kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, he's insane.
Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
And despite that, my brother ultimately sided with him, didn't he?
You could say that. He wouldn't be the Abyss Order's prince otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
I have quite the story to tell you. And it's a long one. And one that makes me want to go insane, because it's nuts.
So you saw his memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the loom of fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your brother never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, Was that the moment that he decided to go down this path?
I also wish that I could know what he thought about all of this. But one thing is clear, this was not a happy memory.
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began.
Yeah, I almost forgot. There's something I need to check.
What is it?
I need to know what lies buried in this field.
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
Oh, was it like the Caribert's corpse? Oh gosh. We're done now, you can open your eyes.
A male and female skeleton, buried together.
What? Don't know what that would be.
Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand.
So he buried his wife here, and then he was buried here. Or we'd probably know if it was the Hilichurl, but, okay, so yeah, it was him. Alrighty then.
But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here?
I think that the bones of the man belonged to Khaenri'ah.
What? That's impossible. Unless Clotar Albery finally found a way to rid himself of the curse.
Perhaps he did.
This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Really? More questions than answers once again!
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know?
Seriously, like, for Pete's sake. I don't even think we got any answers this time. We just got questions.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
What? How?
Who's he?
You mean the voice that I heard inside my head?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure.
You better tell me more soon. I am not waiting another year to find out what's happening.
If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
Yeah, it was just a memory. It all happened hundreds of years in the past and it wasn't even me.
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
A sinner?
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
Bye, I guess? Literally, I don't think we got any answers. We just got questions.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh?
Oh, and Paimon, one more thing.
What is it?
I miss you.
Huh?
Aww. Gave her a little hug. That was cute.